Hey everyone, I'm back with this series of doing Deku, and today we're doing his wig. So right here, I'm just rinsing it off, trying to get it all wet, so I can put the curlers in it. I also want to preface this, I'm just going to be putting the curlers in it for a bit. So I just also want to preface this by saying that most of this stuff is completely irrelevant. I just thought I should show you guys the struggle of me doing all of this, just for all of it to be completely unimportant. So I put curlers in his hair, but again, none of this is that important, because I just did none of it worked, really. But this is the, I think, fifth episode of this, of doing my Deku cosplay, and I didn't want his wig to be all flat like it was in the beginning, which you saw when I put it in the sink, so, I wanted it to not be like that, so I just said, oh, you know what, I'll style the wig and try and make it really nice, big and fluffy and curly. I'm not really going exactly for the reference photos, because that would be a lot more styling than I want to do. I was just going for, a nice big fluffy mop on my head instead of some flat stuff. But again, none of this really matters because I ended up, it just didn't matter. You'll see in the end when it happens how unimportant and how dumb all of this stuff was, because I didn't end up using it anyways. So I set up the wig and I said, goodbye. And then I started the next video where I was like, you know what? My friend suggested that I got this stuff called, it's got to glue. You can see the little can every once in a while. And I decided I'd spray that over the curlers just to try and make the curlers really set in with the curls. And then I kept dropping the wig and the thing. And I had my window open behind me, that way it would, could air out my room and it wouldn't just be like, right there. So I was spraying it and trying to get it all nice and sprayed. And you can really see how much I'm spraying it on. And then I was rubbing my desk because it was kind of sticky now. And then I was reading the instructions for it. And you can really see here, it's what it is. And then I was like, okay, we're good. This is it. This is good. We're gonna come back later. And then I was talking about how I was crafting some stuff for my family for Christmas and for my friend. So there was that little tidbit over there that I was showing off, which I seem to be showing off a lot right there. And then I was like, okay, back to the wig. This will be it for this, and then we'll come back next time. And then we came back next time, and I was like, let me take out all the curlers. And I think I just got off of work, and I was gonna go pick up my friend, or I was about to go to work or something during this, and that's why I had the headlamp on, by the way. But I was like, let me just do this really quickly, and let me take out all these curlers, and the hair will be all nice and curly. And then I was like, no, actually, this looks bad. This doesn't look good. And I was trying to adjust the curlers with the curlers back. I was like, this looks bad. And I was like, let me brush it out because it looks really kinked. And then I was like, I basically brushed everything out of it. Which, makes sense. And then I was like, you know what? I'm supposed to be able to style it with the spray. So I was like, you know what? And I can get it out of my hands and everything. So I was like, you know what? Let me just spray it down and get it all sprayed. And then I'll just start scrunching with my hands instead. And hopefully that'll work better. And it did work better. That's actually what we ended up doing for the final product. But I was like, let me just scrunch all this up, let me spray some more, scrunch some more, and I was just continuously going around basically the whole head and doing multiple layers of just scrunching up the wig and spraying on more of the styling glue. And I just continued to do that until I came up with a product that I liked, and until I felt like the hair was textured enough and curly enough in everything, and I realized you can't really see what I'm doing, but I promise that that's what I'm doing. Just scrunching and spraying until the whole head of hair, the whole wig was scrunched and was curly and was nice. I actually do have a end photo at the end of this, right there. That's what the wig ended up looking like instead of it being just flat stuff. And that'll be it for this one. Bye, guys!